What's up, everybody? Happy Thursday. Hope all you're having a great day so far. Well, it's a rainy day. Getting into this damn episode. I don't believe that's Nicholas. For some reason, right about now, I don't think that's him. It could be. I mean, Ava thinks it's Nicholas. I don't think so. Hell, when he had the mask on, he bumped into Laura. And Laura didn't recognize his eyes or anything. Like, she had no feeling, no nothing. Like, so I don't think it's Nicholas. It could be just a new Cassadine. It could be. It could be. Either way, Valentine's time has run its course. I'm all for a new Cassadine. All for one, because Valentine is working my damn nerves. I'm getting tired of him and his little empty ass threats. Here he go threatening somebody else. Sitting there telling Michael, oh, you don't want me as your enemy. Valentine, shut up. How many times do I have to tell you to shut up? Shut up. Like, stop threatening people, because your threats are corny. You're threatening a child. You're threatening a woman. You're threatening Michael. Your threats are corny. You haven't acted on any of these threats. You want to be so dangerous. Where's the danger? I don't see it. You just come off as corny. Like, you're no threat to nobody. You couldn't threaten a pet turtle. Like, shut the hell up. I'm so sick and tired of hearing him threaten somebody every other episode. Like, be quiet. Your threats are nothing. You're not intimidating by far. You're not. I'm sorry. That's what made me believe he's not even a Cassadine. Because any Cassadine I've seen, they can threaten somebody and actually pull that off. Like, and come off menacing. Him, he just comes off like a boy. A big grown man child. That's how he comes off. Like, a petulant child that whines and complains all day. That's just how he comes off. Like, your threats are just very idle and non-threatening. Like, just go sit down and go have some milk and cookies, or go press yourself against Nina's bosom or something. Like, just go do something. Go read a book. So yeah. Anyway, I totally understood where Nina was coming from today. Once she broke it down, I totally got where Nina was coming from. Yeah, Nina's being an ass to everybody, but I understood where she was coming from. They're all Willow, Michael, they're all acting like she has no right to be upset with Sasha. They're acting as though she needs to get over it and forgive. There's no law, there's no rule book that says she has to. At the end of the day, I do agree with Michael that there's no way Sasha acted alone, because we all know she didn't act alone. We know this. But she doesn't have to forgive Sasha. At the end of the day, yeah, Sasha lied. She manipulated. Well, you did these things. Not on purpose, but you did these things, though. You still lied. And I understand, she had good reason to do it, but it still doesn't negate what you did. It doesn't take that away. So Nina has every right to be pissed off. Yeah, she does. Every right. She doesn't have to forgive nothing. You can't force her to forgive you. You can't force her to be all chummy with you. She has no reason to be. And I can't fault her for that. But Nina, she was bringing up a lot of points when she was telling Michael and Willow, like, how would y'all feel if somebody lied to you about your child? How, she was telling Willow, how would you feel if somebody said that your child wasn't really your child? You weren't never really a mother. How would you feel about that? I was like, ooh. She basically just foreshadowed what's really going on between Michael and Willow. She foreshadowed it, basically, without even knowing that she was foreshadowing that. But you foreshadowed it, because what she said was the truth. Like, how would y'all feel? But I guess we're about to find out soon how they're going to feel once the truth comes out about baby Wiley / Jonah. I said Joni. Jonah. They're going to find out how they feel. We're all going to find out soon enough. So I like how she hit that, because they're sitting there acting so self-righteous. So when the truth comes out, you mean to tell me Michael and Willow are going to forgive Brad? I highly doubt it. Oh, they're going to persecute him to the highest regard. They are. To the highest degree. They will. They will let Brad know it every day of the week, including on Sundays. They will, when the truth come out. Michael will have his ass when the truth comes out. We all know it. So they could sit there and be hypocritical all they want to. But when they get put into the situation that Nina's in, even though it's somewhat different, when y'all get put into that similar position, Let's see if y'all sitting there talking forgiveness and all that crap that y'all trying to shove down Nina's throat. Let's see if y'all talking about that when the truth comes out and y'all find out what Brad did. Let's see if y'all still talk that same bullshit. So I can't blame Nina on that. I can't. She getting on my nerves right now, but she definitely nailed a lot of truths today. She definitely hit the point. And what she said was super true. Valentine is such an idiot. So he's sitting here trying to figure out how much that painting of Helena is worth. Why do you care how much it's worth? You got money, so what you gonna sell it? Try to find it, track it down, and sell it? But then Jax, of course, remembered that Dev found a painting. He found a painting. So he's trying to think like, okay, if you're a young entrepreneur and you find a painting, where would you take it? The obvious answer would be to an art dealer, which they figured out. It would be to a dealer. Duh. It don't take that long to figure that out. What else are you going to do with a priceless piece of art? Expensive piece of art. What else would you do with it? Put it on eBay? Of course you're going to take it to an art deal and try to get as much as you can for it. Duh. Unless you're a crackhead, you're going to take it to the nearest pawn shop, but I digress. So anyway, moving on from that, I felt super bad for Trina. I felt bad for her when she was dancing with Dev and she kissed him and he just wasn't feeling it or whatever, and she figured that he was, into somebody else like Jocelyn or something. I felt bad for her when she walked out. I really did. When she walked out the party, I felt bad for her because she was really, we all seen her, like she really been feeling Dev lately. Like ever since she met him, she been feeling him. And she thought the attraction was mutual, but come to find out it's not really mutual. I felt bad for her. I really did. And I loved how when she went out there, she caught Cameron and Jocelyn drinking and shit. Like, she need to set them straight, honestly. Like, them two fools sitting out here drinking, getting drunk. And, of course, the first time they start drinking and getting drunk, they get caught. Lulu, of course, caught their asses. She figured it out real quick that they was drunk. It don't take much to figure out. You know what I'm saying? Especially for first-time drinkers. And, of course, Jocelyn couldn't hold her liquor. Sitting there throwing up and shit. I'm like, Jocelyn, Carly need to... How you gonna sit there and get drunk? These kids. I know Elizabeth is going through a lot right now, and Cameron don't have no actual daddy that's around to rein him in. But Carly, Jax, and Liz need to take a belt to these kids' ass. I don't care what nobody say. These kids need a whooping. I'm tired of all that punishment. Oh, you're grounded for 2 weeks. Oh, give me your credit card. Give me your car keys. I'm tired of that foolishness because clearly that don't work. I'm tired of that. It's time for some corporal punishment. I'm just saying. I don't care what the DCF and the law say. I don't care. Y'all gave birth to these children. Y'all brought these kids into this world. Y'all can take them out. And that's what y'all need to do. Get stern with these kids and take a belt to their ass. Because they sitting here stealing liquor, drinking. And Sonny need to lock up that damn liquor cabinet. I done said this yesterday. He need to lock it up now. Because you got young kids walking around. You got babies walking around. Teenagers walking around. Lock up that liquor. Don't be having that liquor all out in the open like that with these children. They need to take a belt to these kids. I'm telling you, they need an ass whooping. A good old-fashioned Joe Jackson ass whooping. They need one. Because had this been the Jackson family, I don't know if y'all seen that miniseries, but Joe, he made Marlon Jackson go out there and get that switch. And he had to take all them leaves off that switch. And he tore his ass up. And look at them kids. They be out on stage just a dancing, making millions and stuff. That's what a good ass whooping to do to you. It'll motivate you to not do nothing stupid again. You gonna do something stupid, but you ain't gonna do nothing majorly stupid because you know what's gonna happen. You gonna get that switch and that belt. And that extension cord. So they need to get these kids in order. Get some discipline in there. I'm talking about some real discipline. Not all that, oh, give me your credit card. Give me your car key. No. That ain't going to work. Because they know they're going to get it back. After a day. Nope. Make sure they feel it. Make sure they can't sit down for a month. The hell with that. These kids are crazy. Honestly, Dante. They need to get Dominic back on the show. I like Lulu and Dustin, but you need Dominic back on this show pronto. Offer him whatever money you need to offer him. Offer him whatever creative control you need to offer him, but get him back. I don't care whatever you got to offer, just do it. Same thing they need to do with Tyler Christopher. Get him back. I don't care if you got to beg and plead. Do it. Suck up that pride and go on. Get him back. So yeah, Dustin and Lulu sitting there making out and whatnot. That was nice, whatever. But I like them together. But I'm still trying to figure Dustin out. Until I figure him out, I can't be totally on board yet because I got to figure him out. Sam is in a world of trouble right now. She going through some things in that prison cell, and her cellmate, of course, Cassandra. Cassandra, I love Cassandra. I love her. She needs to be Helena's daughter or something. Like, honestly, she needs to be. Because she was just hitting all the points with Sam today. She was like, you are a disappointment to your family. She said, how the hell are you related to the Cassadines when they're all refined and stuff and you were just a major disappointment? She just felt like Sam was nothing of the sort. How you a Cassadine? Well, technically, Sam is only a Cassadine by blood. That's it. That's as far as her relation to that family goes. Blood. That's it. Other than that, she's nothing of the sort of, she's nothing like Stefan. She's nothing like Stavros, Helena. Nothing. And that works as a disservice in this situation for her because Cassandra don't care. Cassandra sitting there pulling out knives and shit. I'm like, how did this girl get a knife up in there? Like, these guards are just so lenient at that prison. First you got co-eds and people sitting together talking. And now you let motherfuckers' house knives up in here. Come on now, get it together. Where the warden at? Like, get your staff in order. Hopefully it doesn't take Alexis long to figure out that she was poisoned. Hopefully. Because even Finn pointed out to her, he was just like, this illness that you have is not something that's being passed around. Like, it's not something that's going around. So obviously, see, that's the good thing about Finn. He could tell when something is deliberate. You know what I'm saying? Like when you were deliberately poisoned or if it's just a flu or something. Like he could tell if it's by chance or by, a person. And I think he's catching on to it. So if he figures out really quickly that she was deliberately poisoned, it shouldn't take Alexis long to figure out who. Because who else would do it? Who's new that came into your life? You know what I'm saying? Who gave you something to drink or something? You know what I mean? Like, come on now. But of course, her man came to check up on her, Neil. He had to come check up on her. He was actually happy that she was really sick. Because he thought that she was just acting like she was sick to get rid of him. Because, when you pop up at somebody's door all unexpected and stuff like that, you think that they just saying whatever to get rid of you. But she was like, no, she was really dead sick. Hayden need to figure her stuff out in regards to this Violet situation, because I felt bad for Finn. He don't even know nothing about his daughter. He don't know her favorite color. He don't know her likes or dislikes. Like, he knows nothing. Her favorite cartoon, what she likes to eat for breakfast. He knows nothing about her. So hopefully, once she's out of the hospital, they can figure out custody. They can figure out, schedules. They can figure out where she's going to stay. Get that together. He can get to know her, set up a play date so he can get to know her, take her out to lunch maybe, get to know his daughter. So I'm looking forward to that, hopefully. So they're not going to show the kids this year trick-or-treating? Danny, Avery. So they just not going to show the children? Aiden, I guess. Like, where the kids at this Halloween? Like, this is supposed to be about the kids, and y'all sitting here showing all this other mess. Like, show the children. Like, what they dressed as this year. You know what I mean? Like, damn, we got at least see Danny and all them hanging out, trick-or-treating for a little minute. Ain't gonna hurt nothing. But, of course, they won't. I can't wait for Molly and them to find out that Kendra was poisoning her mama. Because I know Molly will smack her down. Don't let the nice of Molly fool you. Molly will definitely beat Kendra down. Kendra's so smug about herself. I can't wait for that to be over with, though. So anyway, getting on to, I'm glad Curtis was firmly on TJ's side about this. Because I do agree with Curtis. So TJ's not old enough to get married and make such a big commitment, but he's old enough to commit to med school. Medical school is huge. Like, that's a huge commitment to make. Like, you know how many study hours you're going to have to put in, how much work you put in to becoming a doctor. So if he's old enough and wise enough to make that commitment, then to me, he's old enough and smart enough to make marriage a commitment. He's old enough to, do that, commit to that. And I agree with Curtis on it. But the more Jordan talked, the more I kind of understood where she was coming from, even though I still don't agree with what she was saying, but I kind of understand it, because she was projecting her own life on her son. Like, she was hoping that he wouldn't make the same mistakes that she did. Like in terms of marriage, because she got married pretty young to his father. And, you know, I think that's what led to her cheating and stuff like that, because she regretted the fact that she got married so young, because she didn't explore her wild oats. You know, she didn't explore life. She didn't explore other relationships and stuff like that. And that's what she kind of was hoping for her son, that he wouldn't make that same mistake. But what Jordan needs to understand is her son is not her. You know what I'm saying? He's not her. He's his own man. He has his own mind. He's not her. Everybody, you know, there's plenty of people out there that married their high school sweethearts and they're married 20, 30, 40 years later and they're still married. Did they have some bumps in the road? Of course, it's marriage. Everybody has bumps in the road. TJ and Molly definitely had some bumps in the road. They're gonna have bumps in the road in the future. But if TJ wanted to hook up with any other girl, or he felt like he was missing out on other relationships and stuff, he's smart enough to know when to tell Molly that, or to just break up and go do him. He's all these years they've been together, he never chose to do that. And the reason he never chose to do that, I mean, think about it. He's in medical school. I'm sure he's around pretty smart girls all day, every day. And never once did he think or want to cross that line, because he knows what he got at home. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a kid. Well, he's a young man who knows what he wants. You know, Molly's a young woman who knows what she wants. They got this. They know what they doing. You know what I'm saying? They're not dumb. They're very intelligent. They got their stuff together. And I am happy that, you know, towards the end, you know, Jordan did come around. So hopefully, you know, she's not going to be a problem in the future if they do end up getting engaged and get married. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be like the new Aunt Stella. You know, you don't want to be like that. You know, you don't want to be the mother-in-law that the daughter-in-law can't stand. You know, you don't want to do that. But I am happy that she came around and she finally realized that her son is not her, and she was projecting her own situation onto him, which was not fair to him or Molly, because they're not them. You know, Molly and TJ are not her and Tommy. Her and Thomas. You know, that's not the same relationship. It's not the same thing. You know what I mean? So I understand where Jordan was coming from, but I'm glad that she got rid of that notion. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not you. So anyway, I believe that's everything. Hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about today's episode. I will see y'all all later. Hope you have a great day. Have a great Halloween. Happy Halloween. I will see y'all all later. Peace.